All right. What episode is it? All right. Cool. Yo. Benjamin's Room podcast, live at Music Box Studio. This episode 28. We speaking with a very, very, very special guest, and I always say that. I always say that because all my guests are special. This guest is a real pioneer in the game, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's up, y'all? It's the one on the SISSY NOBBY. I'm glad to be here. You feel me? They call me a bounce legend, but I'm shit, man. Look, I'm just me. I'm humble and stuff. Been doing this for like a long time since even before 05, and I'm still here. I'm just pumping out the hot bounce music and all that stuff, I guess.
So tell me this. When did you start? Like, why bounce?
Cause it's more easier. No. I fell in love with bounce music from listening to TT Tucker and DJ Jubilee and all them people and stuff. And so, it's just something I wanted to do. At first, I wanted to, act and dance. I wanted to act and dance and stuff. But once I got a hold to listen to real bounce music and stuff, I said, I think I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And it went from there. I made demo tapes and all that stuff. Now my phone will ring at the wrong time. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Slash. I'll meet you right back. I'm doing the interview.
He gonna be mad because I was supposed to get him in here too.
Oh no! You best believe I'm calling all three of them. I'm calling all three of them and letting them know, hey, call dude up, man. He trying to get you in for exposure. But yeah, I did a demo and got out there to a label and this and that.
All right. So you did a demo. Who you did a demo with?
I did by myself. I actually stood around the corner from Take 4 Records Studios, and I found out, the studio was only charging like $10 an hour.
You serious?
Yeah, $10 an hour and stuff. And so at that time, I ain't really had no much. I was like, 15? Shit. As soon as I got like $10 or whatever, I went around there with the Cheeky Black beat, and the guy recorded me, under an hour, because I already knew what I wanted to say on this little demo, and I just went from there.
So
yeah.
So
not knowing that, he probably wanted more money for more hours and shit, 'cause I'm young. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that. I know, man, like, this man really only get $10 and shit. But he was nice about it. He left there and let me record. But that kind of like changed my life right there. So
a $10 recording booking, like, real turn you into shit, like, without you investing that $10 into yourself, just.
I don't think,
it wouldn't even be a SISSY NOBBY at all. It wouldn't have never existed.
At all.
So all right. You find out about Take 4 Records having this $10 recording. You go in and record this demo of this song that you had been rehearsing already, right?
Yeah, of course.
And how did your first recording session go? How was that?
It was quick,
right?
And it was straight for what it was. I did a remake of one of the TLC songs, however, and I actually had time to do 2 songs off the same instrumental, the Cheeky Black bitch get off me. And I did 2 songs,
right? And
it was dope for what it was and stuff. And I went to school playing it for people. I was going to Booker T, and girl came up to me like, hey, I know somebody that won't. Sign up. Because, Katie Ray was out. I mean, Vodka and Katie Ray was out already. Right. And they wanted to find, like, a punk artist and stuff and all that stuff. And I got signed to this label called Bounce Entertainment, Survival Records. And
so that was your first label?
My first fucking label, yeah. Shouts out to Motor.
All right, so, and look, I have a whole lot of conversations with a lot of bounce historians. You have a lot of people who proud themselves as bounce historians in this city. Like, they know information nobody know. You know what I'm saying? and we always talk about Take 4 Records and how they introduce what you call it, the sissy bounce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they was the first ones to really no. All right, give me the history. Give me the history.
Actually, it was C2K Records that put out. They actually came out with Vodka Redo.
So Vodka came out before.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, Vodka came out. Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that on the sense Katie had more commercial, a little more commercial success. You know what I'm saying? At a point, and but Vodka was like actually one of the first, and then Katie came along. They around the same time, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, C2K didn't take full. Got wind of it and stuff, and with Katie Ray, shouts out to Katie and Vodka and stuff, and they went to doing their thing and all that stuff.
So Katie Ray and Vodka, they had already laid out the market, so they were looking for kind of like
somebody like
right, and here come you.
Yeah.
All right, so pick up there. So you finally you with this record label and.
I'm with the label and stuff, and they writing songs for me. At first, I'm only 16. They writing songs for me, and I write my own stuff. And the dude with the promote me. I had an album at 15, which it really didn't do much, or whatever, but it was the experience of me knowing how to go in the studio and record. You know what I'm saying? The name of the album was called Flexible and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of got a name, got me a name and stuff.
Right.
But after a while, shit, I had to still get a job. You know what I'm saying? Because the shows wasn't popping because the type of songs I was doing, it wasn't, like what I come out with now.
Right. So you have a market for it then.
Yeah.
So you and that's something I can't say about you as an artist. You always seem to be ahead of the curve on if you get in a pressure situation, you coming out with a fucking song.
Oh, yeah.
Like that bitch coming out swinging.
Yeah.
You did, and because I witnessed you do it. You did. So it's like I can only imagine you in your prime trying to what they say level the surface of what bounce music is in its creative stages, right?
Yeah.
So. You get with this label, then what happened?
I get with them.
And y'all writing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We put the album out and stuff, and they put my little song on the radio called I Wish I Could and stuff, the TLC remake, and it was giving me a little buzz and stuff, but, you got Vodka and Katie come out with like hot fire stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out, I'm singing on the bounce track, like trying to be like Miss T and shit.
Right.
All that thing. I thought about it, I said, no, man, I gotta come better than this. I gotta come. So after like a year or so, I got away from the label and stuff. I went to rewrite my music, and I went to learn how to make my own beats. With the beat machine and stuff and all that. And that's when I went to like getting a little noise and stuff. I went to come up with these little underground songs like, I'm going to jail, and I was the first one with Faster. Me and Buck said Buck.
Wait, so you had Faster first?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, what happened was I was like,
see what type of shit I stumbled on. I didn't know
the thing
that.
See, a lot of stuff got stolen from me. I won't go all the way up, but a lot of ideas and stuff got stolen from me. I'm working 2 jobs, going to the clubs at night, and I'm roll calling, showing people I can do this. I really want to do this and stuff. And one night, Buck came through there, and I'm up there like making the person go faster, like saying faster, on the mic. And shit, man, a couple of months later, I hear shit on the radio. I'm like, this dude, are you serious, Buck? No, like, and stuff. I mean, we joke about it now, but I was seriously fucked up with it. The same thing with Walk With a Dip and that boy special stuff, with Frida. Like, a lot of stuff is getting stolen from me. Now, my phone never ring like this when I'm at home. I'm doing the interview. I'm doing the interview. They want to interview you too, so, but I'm doing the interview. I'm going to call you right back, yo. Yeah. But, so... So, like, it was like, man, I at that time, I became the go-to person, like, to come to for, like, ideas, and I didn't even know it, because I was so gullible and shit, like, oh, no, what you got to come up with next? And I would rap it to him, and next thing you know, it's on the radio. I ain't gonna name all bounce songs, but all I know is I came up with like ideas, like shaking everything, moving everything, and that, like I said, the boy special, and dropping Give Me 50, because I'm saying it, what I'm saying, on the mic or around people, and they just going and just taking it and just
they do it now with t-shirts.
You
would have really been getting hit over there. Dropping Give Me 50 t-shirts, they selling them in front of the club.
that put me in a position like from now on, don't say shit out loud. Don't say, you know what I'm saying? That would make a lot of motherfuckers mad with me after a while because, you know, they wouldn't know what I'm coming with because I wouldn't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then I could make my own tracks. So I'm at my house just doing tracks, record myself, and they were like, damn, nobody don't drop something. Damn, I didn't know he was coming with that. So, yeah, I learned early and shit. But I dropped from that label, went to do my own thing, and slowly but surely I started getting a name for myself.
So, all right. So, at what point did you go from feeling like you was grinding to a point where you started saying, like, people knowing you, you know what I'm saying? Like, people you don't know start knowing you. Because I think me growing up me really finding a lot of my notoriety through the internet, which is weird because a lot of people just know you that you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So, how did that affect you then? Because the internet was, like, in its infant stages then.
I'm on the party line right after, like I'm gonna say right after Katrina, like that same year, you know, doing some shit I'm doing on the phone. Right. And the dude like Nobby, no, they said, do you have a MySpace? Because they want to see how I look. You know, he was on some other shit. You catch what I'm saying? And so I'm like, what's a MySpace? And so I went to my desktop and typed in, and I say, I wonder if you can promote music on here. Like, my whole mind frame changed from fuck him, fuck this nigga now. Like, my whole mind frame changed. I'm about to start promoting because I was having problems with the DJs wanting to play my shit. So I'm like, if I could do this through this internet, I'm good to fucking go and stuff. And from now, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I started noticing something. Then I went to doing the DJs with DJ Red Joe and things. And like one good Sunday. However, I don't know what song I released Yippee Up with one of them songs. It was a big old crowd of people at the DJ, all spread out. And when they saw me walking, going by a DJ booth or whatever, you know, everybody went to just coming close. I said, what the fuck going on? Well, they want to see a fight or something? Or everybody went to walking closer. And I said, well, I think because my music getting out there. That's what it was. But I really don't think I took off until, of course, Consequences.
All right.
Yeah, Consequences. I did Super Sunday on the West Wing. And that I went to perform that song. And when I saw everybody rapping that bitch, I ain't gonna lie to you, you know, I'm an emotional motherfucker. Tears were coming out my eyes because I grind for this. You know what I'm saying? I got stabbed up behind this bounce shit, and it's taking over. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think I'm gonna be honest. I think it's when Consequences took off. You know what I'm saying?
You brought up getting stabbed.
Yeah.
Can you walk me through that situation?
Being stupid. Think I can just fight anybody and stuff. The people I looked up to, Kid and Frida, I was doing, you know, things with them before Katrina. They had beef with these other punk rappers out the tent wall, and I was cool with them. But I'm so, if you know, loving Kid and Frida, what they doing and stuff, that, you know, I call myself want to help up for them. They both beefing, and we at the warehouse and the club warehouse and stuff, and I went to like talking my shit. Next time, I'm fighting. I'm doing my thing, but I didn't know they had a box cut on them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And man, I got stabbed in the head, and I got stabbed in the eye.
Damn.
Yeah, they had to take this bitch out.
Damn. So that night you go to the hospital.
Yeah.
What you thinking?
Like, fuck. They told me that they had to take this bitch out. First thing I asked the doctor was, fuck, want me to get a first check or something, you know? Right. He like, no, like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, but I wasn't gonna rap after that, but fuck, the passion for it was just so strong. I went back to it.
And I can't lie, like, everything about you is original.
Uh-huh.
Like, and that's one thing I could say. Like, especially you finding yourself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something I really appreciate, that you always, like I said, you always was ahead of the curve, and that's why I kind of, all right. So bring me back. Consequences come out, right?
Yeah.
Where you recorded Consequences at?
My first ever bedroom, like one bedroom apartment and stuff. And I recorded in the bathroom. I stayed at the next to a phone, so that when you hear the little chirp thing, that's where that come from. It happened by mistake. Or whatever.
Serious?
Yeah, it happened by mistake. That don't know it clump. And so somebody said keep that in there and stuff. But I recorded in my bathroom with an internet mic and stuff. You know, looked the song up. because I heard it from a movie. And I said, man, I want to do something with that. I think that's fire, what she's saying. And I wasn't fucking with nobody. I wasn't dealing with nobody. None of that, because they got rumors.
Right.
But that song was not written for no one. I just needed a song. And I think I wanted a rap song, for the females, for the ladies. I wanted a song, but I didn't think it was going to take off. I ain't going to lie. I ain't think that, I'm like, man, they want shit. These women ain't trying to hear all this just similar shit. Shit, I was wrong. I was wrong. I ain't man. After I'm gonna say after a week or so, I put it on MySpace. Next thing I know, it ain't do nothing. I say, man, I told you, ain't nobody fucking with that song. Then I go by somebody's house like 3 days later, and I'm logging into my MySpace. I click on somebody's page, don't know anything. Then I click on don't know. I'm like, hold on. I'm clicking on everybody's page on the teens. I say, hold on, what the fuck going on? I say, everybody got the song on their page. I said, I got hit. Do I got hit song? His stuff, it was on everybody's page. I'm like, damn, they like this shit? Fuck, they like that. Goddamn. So, but hey, I was happy and shit. But when that bitch hit, when I did the Super Sunday, that's when I knew that I really had a hit on my hands and stuff. I done been all out of town, all in fucking London. They love that and Giddy Up. You know what I'm saying? They love that song.
So Consequences come out.
Yeah.
Getting all love.
Yes.
What's next?
Shows, making money and stuff.
So where was your first show out of town?
Shit. The Place, maybe? Like outside New Orleans, the Place.
How was it?
Oh, it was fake. It was fake. It was real fake.
You was scared? Like how
know,
you felt?
I wasn't scared 'cause I had the experience already from being a teenager and performing and stuff, so I was never scared. I was ready. Like it's grind time. It's my time now. I was ready.
Right.
Because for some reason I always had in my head it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I was ready. So, but it was nice. However, I ain't start spazzing until I started doing like Manhattan and Brooklyn and all them places there.
But you brought up Frida, right?
Yeah.
What was? How did that relationship start? Like,
on some stuff, it's bittersweet because I respect them as being, pioneer in this game, but I only because of they hustle and bustle. But I really didn't feel their music because he's always 8-1, 9-1. You know what I'm saying? I'm more lyrical. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear more in a song. You know what I'm saying? And all they just say is, no.
Like the call and response.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So which I learned that from them. You know what I'm saying? Learned that from them too. But but when we did the like mother like daughter shit and all that stuff, I'm gonna be real. I ain't want to do it. My man just made me do it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I felt like, okay, Frida, your time Ben came. Why you have to excuse me, why you have to ride my coattail and all that time we do this? But I was playing nice in the sandbox. You know what I'm saying? And because the manager was like, oh, we want y'all to get together and do this tour and stuff. Because we'll go to like Donsonville and places like that. This is back in 07, 08. And they know who I was. And to my surprise, they wouldn't even know who Frida was. And that fucked my head. I'm like, damn, I thought they knew. They probably knew it's in my system, but they didn't know who Frida was. And I'm like, damn, so I'm basically just bringing Frida back out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And stuff. But right now, like, our relationship, I don't really, I let them do what they do, and I'm doing what I'm doing. Point blank. I don't really deal with it.
Because it and I can't lie. When I think of y'all, right? Mm-hmm. I think of the strength of the bounce community. Because y'all been around some of the legends that's no longer around. Y'all learned a lot from a lot of the legends that's still here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all represent what the art form really is. Y'all understand the art form, and y'all been beautiful stewards of the art form. Like y'all introduce new artists still to this day, right? And I always wonder what it would look like if, you know what I'm saying, if that relationship was still like on this level. You know what I'm saying?
Like a lot of artists is for themselves. A lot of artists, like bounce artists, is for themselves. Well, I'm gonna say, during my time, they want to prove that they can be better than the next one, and so you know what I'm saying.
Do you think an artist Do you think you have a Do you think you have a social responsibility as an artist?
What do you mean? Be more.
Meaning, like what you saying, like once you take your career to a certain level, do you have the responsibility to reach back? Do you think that's in the every artist to have that responsibility to have to reach back and
No,
nurture that?
no. I mean, it is what it is. But me personally, you say me, yeah, I think so because it's just the person I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Even for the publishing or whatever, I'm always trying to help somebody. So I'm gonna be real with you. Like, fuck, like if I make it whatever platform I make it to. I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up? I need you to come do this. Or I need you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always call artists to do cameos in my video and, you know, any way possible, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that person to be like, oh, it's all about me. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm making money, I'm cool. I ain't worried about all that fame shit or who better than this. As long as I'm making money, keep my bills paid. I'm not worried about all that fame shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, excuse me, they trying to just, you know, figure out how they can be better than the next person. No, that's not me. So I said yes. I feel like I have a responsibility to help the next person.
But do you think you would have been better off if you would have just focused on yourself?
Yes. Well, for freedom wise, yes. Everybody else, I help people, so it's not they're not stopping me from what I'm doing. But if for freedom wise, yeah, if I never did the like mother like daughter shit. I feel like more things would have been good, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff. All that, you know, people.
Good. So you feel like the mother like daughter, it brought more conflict.
No, it wasn't a conflict. It's the fact of a person was using me to get to another level in their career.
Right.
And once they got to that level, they say fuck it. They say fuck everybody. That you know who they. You know what I'm saying. You know it takes them to be acting like they're cool with you. You know. Like put it like this, the phone calls stop, everything stopped once they got to a certain level. But it was because of me. You know, the show, everything. You know, that they got the show was meant for me. The reality show, all that was meant for me. But some type of way they talked and went through all that and they moved in on the territory and shit. You know, they just knew what to do. And once they got to a certain level in their career, or whatever, they just say fuck everybody.
And
it's fucked up too. It's really fucked up.
And I've been in media for a while, right? So I catch the rumors, I catch the stories. So every time I hear a rumor, I hear a story, I take note, but I don't put it in stone. I just take note because then when I talk to the person, I'll be able to kind of, you know, take my measuring stick from that. So throughout this time, right? I just feel like media was kind of used against you during that time because I watched you be presented as drug head, crazy, psycho, and then but when I see you in the club and I start hearing about the work you do, I'm like, damn, is this motherfucker like a crazy genius or some shit? like so just almost like a conundrum to me where I'm just like. I'm interested. I'm like, man, what you really got going on? Because you can't be this crazy and this talented. Oh, you like the Kanye West of the fucking because they kind of used that against you at that point because Frida became more of the remarkable artist, where she a little bit less crazy, a little bit less, you know what I'm saying, a little bit less. More controllable. You know what I'm saying? So you feel like you being so original and so you feel like you might have just been too raw for them or and they chose Freed, or you feel like you were slighted?
it was more of like, I'm gonna say that. It had to be that. It was that maybe because I can't stop being who I am. You know, just to please somebody. I could tone it down just a little bit. I can't stop being exactly who I am just to please somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the way you met me. This is the way that you know, even with my music and stuff, like, why would I change my style of my music and this is the way you met me? This is the way, you know what I'm saying? Why I changed this is the way you met me, especially when everybody else love you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff of them. As far as the drug shit, I used to go out and pop pills and party when I'm not doing shows and stuff, and people would take shit and run with it, you know what I'm saying, and add on to it. You feel me? So, but but I realized when people heard these rumors, they still was calling and booking me for gigs, booking me for shows. So I just look past to like, okay, You know what I'm saying? People gonna talk, people gonna say what they want to say. They talked about Whitney.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They talk about everybody, but so
And it's funny that you brought up Whitney because like I see this happen to artists on the highest of levels. So that's why I really wanted to have you here so I could be able to tell you like we appreciate what you bring to the game.
I appreciate it.
And you there's no dollar amount for what you brought your contribution to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And all artists go through this. Like all creatives on all levels, even the YouTube creators, everybody go through this. Like you original and you do something, somebody else take it because you build a market for it.
Yeah.
And they run with it, which is not a bad thing, but it's gonna happen because it like it's either you're gonna be one or two ways. You're gonna be all for yourself and shut everybody else out and focus on yourself, or you gonna help other people, and that's gonna come with spoils. Helping people not gonna always come with people appreciating your help or understanding your help at the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes time for them to really realize, well, damn, if this person wouldn't have did this, but if we can't get over this one situation,
right.
We can't never come to that time where we like, damn, like I appreciate what you did for me. You did like.
Well, I mean,
ain't no dollar amount you could put on it.
Better soon that they realize it instead of me being laid in the casket later. Then he come and be like, "Oh man, nobody's no." Nah, you know what I'm saying? I would hate that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, fuck. I ain't really asking for no credit. Just don't try to like, you know, act like you. I don't know. It's crazy with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm asking for credibility and stuff, but I know that
you feel like Frida have more like a leader's attitude towards the situation. Meaning Frida is kind of like looking. How you feel like? He feel like he views.
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm happy for anybody that's doing this. They got success.
Right.
Let me get that out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like when you write books and you drag for me, knowing that I played a pivotal part in you expanding your fucking career, then I feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I would never be jealous of somebody that may be doing this because, you know, you deserve that. You know what I'm saying? You work, you grind, you know, you put the grind in and stuff. But don't drag for me in the book and that can possibly, quote unquote, blackball me to the people, to investors that can do something more with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, say all these type of things, a whole chapter on me. Come on now. And I'm not here to sell nobody books. Let me get that out the way. But, you know what I'm saying? If you knew that you have no good shit to say about anyone, you know what I'm saying? But we had supposed to be quote unquote many good times when you was on tour and when we did this full shoot or when we went to New York, because it was your first time going to New York on my dime and stuff. But now you come out with this book and you dragging for me. That's only because why? I'm more talented than you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have the look. Of course, you have this look and you have this, oh, I will do anything you tell me to do type of mentality and stuff. But you only do that because I'm more talented than you. And it hurts you. Cause bitch can't write a song to save your life. And I'm being real with you. Hey, I'm not drunk or nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm more passionate about my music. And I feel like in this music industry and stuff, they don't want more passion. They want people they can control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to realize it.
Right. I feel like you're right about that. And one thing I do know, just from talking to Frida, right?
Mm.
He always, when I speak to him about you, he always speak highly of you.
That's fakeness. That's fakeness. Trust me. That's fakeness. I'm not for it because
right.
I would be for it, but you know, I'm gonna just anyway this here and stuff.
Right.
How could you speak highly of me, but you drag for me in a book? You know what I'm saying? So that's dead. That's dead.
But you know, books. All right. Without that in the book, right?
Mm.
Just I feel like y'all having a confrontation, y'all having y'all thing is marketable on a level, right? And I feel like his marketing team probably felt like that because, for instance, right? I always look at a person in the music industry and they suppose ops, right? Right now, like in hip hop, right?
Mm-mm.
Once your op, fall off or whatever, like they don't really like. You gotta have some type of comparison to build a market, and I felt like the market was built off of y'all comparison. You know what I'm saying? And his marketing team had to feel like that.
Oh yeah, most stuff. They I mean to cut you off, but they done used in the beginning used my name to like, give him more exposure in the beginning, way in the beginning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff, even on different little streaming platforms and stuff, all that, I'm like, damn, how the fuck they, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck he come about with, but I don't, it's messed up that they tear down somebody just to build somebody else up. I don't like that. Especially me when that's not my intentions with anybody.
Right.
And I don't like it. And like I said, it's fakeness. It's fake. That's that fake shit right there. But I guess that's what the music industry is about. It's about fakeness.
Right.
Hate to be like that.
Yeah, I
hate to sound like that.
I feel like a lot of the music industry is built like wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like you say something about me, I say something about you. You know what I'm saying? Like we understand, but in the streets it's different because you're an artist that's an organic artist.
Mm-hmm.
You're an artist that when there's eyes, you facing the eyes in real time.
Mm-hmm.
You're not inside. You in the club every night. You doing shows every night. You with the people. They telling you what's going on. So you living it real time. You not living it through a marketing team.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So you gonna always view that differently because a lot of people they come outside for business. You know what I'm saying? But they not. You're an artist who even when you was in the height of your era, you still was in the streets doing the clubs and you was always with the people. So I just feel like you gonna always have a unique view on it, but your view is valid. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a bricklayer in the game, so your view is valid. That you feel like that.
Most of.
So all right. So consequences. What was your next thing? So I know a lot of times when you're an artist, you come out with your first thing. Now the hardest thing to do is come out with your second thing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. That's really true. I was like, damn, what's gonna be next for me? Because I really was known for like making shaking bounce songs. I'm like, damn, since I came with this little soft little shit here, people gonna think I lost it and this and that. So,
what next?
Yeah, I think was it Break It Down or no, not Move Your Body Like a Snake. One of those songs I did. But the next commercial song I think had to be my Giddy Up, and then after that it was Beat Out the Frame and stuff. Beat Out the Frame had them reach like a lot of success, like international success, because I'm all like in Germany performing that song, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even do that song, like, wow. Damn, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. I went to Canada, that's all they wanted to hear was Beat Out the Frame and, and stuff. Like, there's a lot of places I went outside of Louisiana that wouldn't even give consequences the time of day. They want to hear nothing but the shaking shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. I ain't gonna like kind of made me feel good. Like, at least I know one time now, no kind of like, quote unquote, one hit wonder. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. So, I mean, I think the next big one was Beat Out the Frame and Get Up. And to this day, those two songs still do a lot, still make a little noise, especially Get Up. Lord Jesus, Get Up. Those are two songs though.
Those two songs are so high energy. Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing I test on songs. I put it on around babies. You think I don't care like when a baby start like moving, I'm like, oh yeah, like that song got the energy. And when that song come on at the parties, at the DJ, everybody moving, and I think that was the reason why you introduce and it's funny that you saying this because you said that you kind of started out rapping like a Miss T. Yeah. And Miss T was an artist who she always told you a story. She always had like lyrics and like she wasn't like lyrical, but she spoke to the women on how they talk. and on their level, and she
yeah.
always had a story, and she always had something to say in her music, and it wasn't a lot of call and response. So that's probably, you feel like that's where you got that.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, when I did the leather and stuff, I kept her in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's I want to just do more than just make them shake on a bounce track. I want to also tell a story. And yeah, honestly, yeah, Miss T, which I tell every day, you know, that's one of my faves right there. And yeah, I bought mostly her albums and shit. She really inspired me when it comes to that story writing. You know what I'm saying? The storytelling and how to say this and this and that and all that. Yeah. And cater, of course, with the storytelling. But yeah, she inspired me a lot.
One thing I could say, you end up becoming the master of the call and response, the master of the roll call, and the master of storytelling. Like, I feel like those three things, like,
Now, I ain't gonna lie. Now, me being honest, and like I say, I'm real.
all right,
Call and response, that's originally not me.
right.
It actually came from the first person I saw do that was Cheeky Black. You know what I'm saying? You know, to make people say, fuck them or all that was Cheeky Black. And then,
Some nigga.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? With shouts out to Cheeky Black. Frida is really the one that really was in the clubs, and you know, Frida and Katie Ray, I got that, you know, the call response. I learned that. I keep it real.
Right.
That one thing I did learn from Freedom. You know, can't take that away from her. You know what I'm saying? That call response come from them. They come from them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Watching them and how you do and stuff. And I just came with my own style of it. You know what I'm saying? My own style, my own things to say. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, bring that boy from Uptown home. They saying it too, or, you know, shit like, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? But storytelling, fucking right. That's me all day. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let it be known. Storytelling, that's me all day.
But the reason why I say that, you was able to watch some of the greatest at the call and response. So you learn the call and response from, like, so that's why when I see you perform, right, I know one thing, you could do a class on this shit. You could really do a class on this shit. Like, if we ever made like a bounce school, like, you'll be like a professor of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you really can hone in on, and that's what hip hop is all about. So you guys, I have a theory I always run that bounce is almost like the most original form of hip hop, because bounce was made off the DJ and the call and response, and I mean, and hip hop was made off of that, and bounce was made off of that, and it still is the main element of it, and how to control a crowd. You see Superbad going crazy right now, taking all the elements of bounce, controlling the crowd. She bringing the sexy side of it, the sensual side of it. You dig? She coming out looking sexy, running that shit, making all the women go crazy, all the men spending money, throwing money. You dig? And it feel good. How that make you feel to see those type of artists?
Oh man, to see her, and she one of my faves and whatever and stuff. Like, and you know, we talk every time we get on live and stuff. It made me feel good. It made me feel real good, because with her, she's a genuinely good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like they got some new people in the game. They don't respect the vets. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. You know, like, and I remember the first concert I did where I said, man, I gotta do a concert with her and whoever else. I said, man, I hope they don't be acting funny with me, because other concerts I did with other artists, you know, that came after me, they kind of like acted like I wasn't that nigga, I wasn't that sisters. But with her, I looked to the left as I'm performing, and she was just shaking down. I'm like, all right, I love her now. I love her because she's showing the same love back. And it made me feel good to know that, especially a girl of her caliber, you know what I'm saying, I was able to inspire. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Because she doing her thing.
Man.
She doing her thing.
Man, she going crazy. So look, I started recording in clubs, and I go in the French Quarter, and I go to this little club in the French Quarter. Everybody says pop, and I forgot the name of it at the time. But you was like one of the headlining MCs that used to be in there every night. And I go in there, and this particular night, this little chick come through, little slim broad, you dig? And you on the mic and you doing your thing, and she get the mic and she start going crazy. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? It was Reedy. And then I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this little fucking hole in the wall? You know, because I'm hearing everybody keep telling me, like, you gotta come here, you gotta come here. They be going crazy, you dig? And I get there and I see it for myself. Take me. What's the name? You remember the name of that club?
Was it Vasos?
Vasos.
I was doing that every Tuesday.
Vasos. Can you take me back? Cause that was my first time experiencing the Nobby Reedy combination.
But shouts out to Reedy. Reedy actually was dancing for me, but I saw the passion that she wanted to rap. And so when we used to go do odd sound gigs like in Florida and Texas, after I finished performing, I used to give her the mic and say, roll call me. You know what I'm saying? She'll roll call me as I'm dancing and stuff and all that and things. I knew she wanted it. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was gonna happen for her. I'm happy for her actually. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had ups and downs and stuff and all that stuff, but I can honestly say that she's doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I'm very much happy for her. You know, it's like Janet watching J-Lo. You know, J-Lo used to dance for Janet, now J-Lo. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. And I'm happy she's doing her thing. And she's good at it. I love so much of her music and stuff, you know.
And Reedy, and the reason why I had to bring up Reedy, right? I just had to, because Reedy is another one where she was around long enough to see a lot of the greats move, and she was around to watch and learn. She danced. She made a name for herself dancing. Vonnie came. She was telling me like Reedy was like the best dancer out. You know what I'm saying? And so she made a name. She really is a pioneer of the game. And to see her take those elements of bounce. Well, she took kind of like those same elements of bounce that you held that were important, as the call and response, the storytelling, and now she even like I listened to one of her albums, like she really rap and like rap, and she could go into the rap storytelling and like and that's why I gotta really take my hat off to her.
Oh yeah, most deaf.
For a lot of those reasons, because the differences like between any one of y'all artists, I always look past it, because I'm a person who look at the whole game. You know what I'm saying? And I understand all y'all important. Understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, understand what it really is. You know, and I never be a person who will try to put a crutch between one artist or another artist. If anything, I'm going to always try to be the bridge between those artists. Always. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand what a foundation is. Any crack in the foundation is something bad. You got to fill it. So if you're not trying to fill it, you breaking it apart still. So the foundation, when the foundation good, then we could kind of, you know, make things move. Another artist I want to bring up, because you one of the most polarizing people I probably know, because you didn't have good and bad times with because you stand on what you feel, and I'm a person who feel the same way. What's your relationship with, because you brought up Faster, what's your relationship with Tim Buck? How did that relationship start?
We good. We you know, it's so crazy because like it's like this. I can't have beef with I can say beef. We cannot be speaking. I cannot be speaking with a lot of artists in bounce artists. But if they call me and I do the same for them, if they call me, I'm like, look, I got a gig for you. Or they call me, I call them. You know, same way. We gonna go because it's about the money at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to like you, but I'm gonna make this motherfucking money.
Right.
You feel me? And so.
Right.
He'll call me, you know, for gigs, and you know, we may beef for a couple of months, or a couple of like 2 years or whatever and stuff. Then had to be normal stuff, all that. You know, he'll try to come for me, I'll come for him, you know, all that stuff, you know, back and forth. But I will say that, like as of right now, because he is a fan as well as I'm a fan of his. Right. We good. We in a good place. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's no ill feelings.
How did y'all meet?
Oh damn! It had to be shit. I want to say, I was with his label that he was with. Well, the label he with Big Face Records. I was with them first, And actually we met Money Rules. Money Rules Entertainment. It was me, Buck, and Big Frida. Big Frida was like the star of it. I think that's how we actually we met, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. And from there, it been on and off friendship since then.
Because I remember
he cool in my book though, you know. And I actually label him as somewhere as a legend in bounce also, you know what I'm saying? Because he got some hits and stuff, but he cool in my book.
Buck, I remember I think it was like 2014, something around that time. And y'all had like a big old media frenzy going on, and Fever came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take me back to that time. Can you take me back to that time?
Let's see, what I forget what exactly actually about. It was about something or whatever and stuff. And when, like I say, it was word of mouth. He hears shit, he gonna just try to like come for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I forget what I don't know why we was really beefing. I don't know because of I don't know what it was or whatever, but he made this song about me, you know what I'm saying? And I can't wait the song I Know You Lying. However, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff whatever. But he was so scared, he had to call radio stations and try to stop them from playing the radio version of it and all type of stuff. But it was just it wasn't supposed to go that far. It wasn't supposed to go that far, but like when you push me, I'm gonna push back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And show you. And then at that time I was pushing Fever. So I needed kind of like that, that exposure on that song. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it kind of like worked out.
No, I think it really did work out because out of everything in that situation, me just living through that time, right? Buck went crazy for Mardi Gras on the whole marketing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he went crazy at Mardi Gras marketing. And Fever was almost like the next. He was still even playing Fever. He have a spot for Mardi Gras every year. He played Fever. He was playing Fever, and it was going crazy. Like Fever kind of the energy of Fever kind of took over the whole whatever that situation was about to a point where we really don't remember what the situation was about. We just remember Fever came out of it some type of way.
I never really thought that song was, I mean, don't get me wrong, I perform it every now and then, but I never thought that song was that popular and stuff. I did a video for it, shot the video, I ain't think, the sales was good, so I can't front that, but right. I never knew that song was actually that popular. And stuff. You just tell me something new.
Yeah, but you gotta understand too, by you being an organic artist first, and you having a outside fan base, some things that we just love organically, they probably not gonna really get. Now you take a song like Fever right now, put it on TikTok with somebody with that Ocho Cinco or whoever that little star person that could get some attention right quick. You did that do anything to Fever, LeBron James. Next thing you know, the song, and they be like, oh, where this song came from? Man, this song been out.
Yeah, for a long time. 9 years, maybe, or whatever. Yeah, you never know. I never knew that song. I never knew that, but like I said, it's an on-off thing. But we in a good place right now. That's my bro.
Right,
in a good place.
Right. Another person, Sizzle.
That's my bro. However, and stuff. I was praying and hoping because he was always a cool artist, and I was praying that we came up. I met him way before Bounce and all that stuff and things, and we came up around the same time, you know what I'm saying? Real cool person, real laid back and stuff, and he was underground doing his music and stuff. And when he came with, we came with the High Tide thing, that was just us playing back and forth on the mic, and it just took off. And then when he took off, I was tired too. I was so tired, so I was glad that he was able to just, take over or whatever and start doing the clubs because I was getting wore the fuck out.
Right.
I was doing the decor shop. I'm doing this club, doing that club, and I need to take a break and stuff. So in my way, that High Tide was my introduction to here you go, Sizzle, the game is yours now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was getting tired.
Right.
And stuff. And right after that, I took a big old break. I took a big old break from music and stuff. Like, you know how you see on the movies, like some artists, they take a break, they go to the country and shit.
Right.
And that's exactly what the fuck I did.
Right.
I went to Slidell and was just chilling, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. But as far as him, you know, we cool. We man, I just saw him at the M9 ball and you know, we talked it up, you know, we talked about a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. And yeah, it was good.
Because one thing I could say, how Sizzle, his grind, and like insane, like he been holding down that spot in off of Frenchman. He been holding that spot down for the longest.
The Dragon's Den.
Dragon's Den. Yeah. He been holding that spot down for the longest. He been promoting music every week. The industry be hating on him. The industry knocked half his music off.
Don't feel bad, bro. It happens to the best of us. I actually remember when he told me about it. He told me, he said I got this club I'm trying to do on Thursdays, you know, in the beginning.
Right.
And stuff. And I used to go show love and stuff, you know, that thing. Then after a while, it went to like getting paid. I couldn't do all that. I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like, but I might go this Thursday when I'm thinking about it, but I'm happy for him. I'm happy he's doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him. And his family also.
Yeah, bro. So this something that kind of took the bounce industry to by shocking all. We wake up one morning.
I know.
And
I knew you about to say
the passing of Flipside Fred. What did Flipside Fred mean to the bounce community?
Everything. And I'm not just saying this because, you know, he's not here. I told him that, like, dude, you really done it. You really have changed this game. You really a pivotal person. You know, you that nigga in the game. You know what I'm saying, and stuff. But he was very much known. You know what I'm saying? Very much known, and he did some good music and stuff, and you know, and I tell everybody, he was like a little brother, quote unquote, like little brother / son. You know what I'm saying, to me. And stuff. And everybody was like, oh, how you feeling? Because they know he started out doing music with me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. You know, I produced The Waistline and wrote it. Me and DJ Tank. And he took off from them. You know what I'm saying? We never lost touch. I'll call him, you know, if I need to get in the studio. Shit, you know, stuff like that. It just, man, it hurt. It hurt bad. And anybody can tell you, I don't do, I try not to do, you know, that the hurt thing. I try to keep being good spirits, but that one hit, that hit hard. That one up.
Right.
Yeah, oh man. It still hurt, you know what I'm saying? I still can't believe he's not here.
Right. One thing I could say about Fred, he always he had that energy, bro. Like he always kept that energy. And he never swayed away from controversy. Like, he was one person he'll take controversy and he'll take that and he ball. That's the ball he gon' that's the hand he gon' fan with. And he ain't mind that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when you met him, he was the coolest person.
Yeah.
You ever want me, he gonna juice you. He don't care. He gonna juice with you. You could be the mayor, you could be a garbage man. Yeah. He gonna juice with you exactly the same, you dig? And that's something I always did admire from that kid. And he gonna be missed in the game.
Yeah.
But one thing I can say that situations like that always have to remind us how important it is to keep the foundation, you know what I'm saying, solid. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, the craft that you guys built, it mean more. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all being able to just look past a difference and say, this was going on. That mean a lot because we not promised tomorrow.
It really ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was an eye opener because a lot of artists, matter of fact, I came from a lot of artists that you just named, and stuff. I wasn't really speaking with them. And stuff, but when this happened to him, to Fred and stuff, we all got on the phone and said, hey, you know, we gotta, you know, let's you know, we gotta get this, we gotta talk about this, you know what I'm saying? You know, life is too short, you know what I'm saying? And I'm being real with you and stuff, and I just hate the fact that it happened on these type of circumstances.
Right.
You know, Man, it's still unbelievable to me
Right.
for real, but
Right.
yeah. So
moving forward, right? You've been at the stages that you are as an artist and being so seasoned. If you had a chance to go speak to Nobi, 15 years old Nobi, what would you say?
Don't be too gullible. Don't be so gullible. That's it. That's something I had to say because everything else I actually want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm like, look, be just a little bit more smart. Don't be so gullible. You know what I'm saying? Just watch people, watch how some people come around the way they move and stuff. You know, because I'm big on, you know, people being around me. You know what I'm saying? Friendship. Because I feel like when you come into my aura, and stuff, when we good and all that other stuff, that's my time being spent. You know what I'm saying? So when you decide to want to leave from around me, I feel like I wasted my time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could have been doing something else with that time. You know, my time is valuable.
Right.
So when you come around me, we gonna always be friends. We gonna always be cool and this and that. But when you decide to do some fake shit, all of and stuff, I'm gonna feel like, okay, since day one you was fake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would tell my young self, do not be gullible, because everything else I'm doing, you know, I mean, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all the other timing is coming along. I got so much other things I'm working on and stuff I'm gonna be doing. So I feel like I'm okay.
Right. Man, bro, we walking. So what's next with Nobi, bro? Like,
my new single out. And Back and Forth is out. I'm about to do a down the I-10 tour and stuff. Where I'm be hitting all of the country towns in Louisiana and shit. And I'm taking acting classes. Yes, I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to expand my career. So that's the only thing.
yeah, I could see you. See, I ain't gonna lie. I could see you in acting. You feel like you're, because by you being a creative already, you make music. You think we could see you making an independent film?
Not just that. Not yet. I ain't gonna go that far. But you know,
Why not?
because I'm more of a comedic person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can be serious and stuff, but I like comedy. So I'm trying to be in some sitcoms. Just you know.
Well, I'm just saying, like, in all right. I'm just gonna take it like this. Like when you first start, you say you first started music, right? When you first started music, you was marketing a certain way in the streets and stuff. Then you ran into MySpace, right? And MySpace made you open up. So I just feel like once you start taking acting classes, right, and you start really taking acting serious and learning the craft for acting, you're gonna end up finding out that
I can do other stuff, yeah.
That a lot of the independent films like trying to come up on Tubi, trying to come up too. I watched both of those, and don't get me wrong, it's not the best acting, you know what I'm saying? But
you get Tubi a bad rap. I ain't fucking over Tubi.
But I like trying to come up because I understand the vision, you know what I'm saying? But a person like you, I know your talent, bro, and I know you being a visionary that you are, you being in acting, and you having the ties that you have to all the people that you have ties to be able to say, look, let's come together. You could take 5 of y'all and say, okay, all right, look, let's just do this like I'm about it type movie, and you write the script and like what the movie gonna be about and things like that. You put that movie out yourself. When they have elements like Tubi, you could put that movie out on Tubi. That movie gonna do numbers because I know the type of artist you are. You gonna write a storyline that's gonna be that you gonna be able to touch shit that other people not gonna be able to touch on an independent level.
Okay.
And you'll go crazy in production. Like, you'll go crazy in production, bro, because you already did the same thing in the music, and this is just film. You know what I'm saying? And instead of like, you could go get acting roles and get seasoned like you used to do, but don't forget to come back and you still have an independent element because you have a producer in you, bro. Like, you're a producer by heart, and because you're a visionary. I could see you bringing that to film, bro. That shit'll be crazy.
I appreciate that.
That shit'll be crazy. I just like in evolution of that. Just think about that, bro. Because me, KP, we'll definitely be down for doing that. You already was proven with the show you had with you, Big Frida, Mr. Ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was must see TV. You know what I'm saying? And the Frida show itself, it had a lot of viewers after that, but that time was like its prime, because that was like some shit that was happening in real time with Mr. Ghetto, and you like y'all whole situation been like that shit had the city on fire on the media level. Like it was good for the market. I want to thank you for just coming here and just speaking on some of the topics that I always wanted to just hear from you, because I always tap into your lives and me being a fan of Monster with the Fade, like I understand a lot of y'all artists, because y'all really bare y'all soul to the people. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no fucking ain't no cover up to the shit. You did, like y'all really just bare everything to the people.
Thank you,
man. No problem. And bruh, out of all this shit, the city of New Orleans, we going through murders like crazy. How you? Where we going at from here? Cause you outside in the clubs, dog. Like
actually, like if I'm not doing anything, I'm inside. I'm inside. Like I'm a homebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm watching. Either if I'm not writing music or promoting on social media or whatever and stuff, I'm just chilling. I don't. And then, like I said, I stay in these.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was all the crime supposed to be at. But like I'm so thankful that I haven't endured any type of violence around my way, around my house yet. Thank God for that. But yeah, shit gotta change. How to dump, you know what I'm saying? The car robbings, the car jackets, all that shit, all that gotta change. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Don't know how, don't know when, but it gotta change. However, and it's just fucked up.
Yeah, bro. I always just try to ask the artists, because I know all us, we live in the city. So I always try to ask just, like how they feel about living in the city. Like y'all done been through so many eras already this is not our first brush with this is not our first brush with that, you know what I'm saying? So like I always try to check the temperature. That's why I always, before we end our interviews, I always try to ask the artists like how they feel about the city. Because we all love living here, but it's always a love-hate relationship with being here. You know what I'm saying? Because like you could go anywhere and like it's just crazy outside. That's what make us want to stay inside a lot of times. But we can't run inside and hide, because we gotta make our bread.
Yeah, you gotta do stuff. There was a time where I wasn't even doing DJs at one time. Like if it wasn't like an inside event or whatever and stuff, I wasn't doing it. Like I had rest in peace, Mr. Maya. When Maya got killed at the DJ, and I went out there and I literally saw the situation. I had vowed for a long time, I'm not doing no outside. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing no outside DJs. But then the bank account went down. Right. So the bank account. Right. And so I had to do outside DJs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just was more mindful and more careful and looking around and making sure I ain't step on no nigga foot or say anything about nobody,
Right.
And stuff. Because a nigga get mad quick and be ready to bust in your nose.
Right.
And stuff. So I was very, like, trying to be mindful. But we gotta do something, because this is some bullshit. I would never move from my city, because I love my city. My city is, I love New Orleans. I love everything about it. This city made me.
Right.
So I can't just see me just up and moving. You know what I'm saying? Then now that majority of my gigs be in the city. So I can't just,
Right. But that's why it was. That's why I felt like it was important for me to ask you, because the people that I know that move around the city, I always ask them that, because I know that with me, I pick and choose where I'm going. Sometimes I promote something that I'm not even going to. Like I put it on my page and everything and don't go. And then certain things I won't promote and just pop up to. You know what I'm saying? But I be in and out. I have certain rules. I'm like, look, I try to leave before the crowd leave. You know what I'm saying?
That's me too. When I was at Tasty Tuesdays, however stuff like as soon as I finish rapping, like, come on, give me envelopes so I can go and stuff.
Try to leave before the crowd leave. You dig? If I don't make it out before the crowd leave, I'm probably gonna leave out with the owner, and the bartender. I'm leaving out with the closing crew. You heard? Man, look, I'm gonna be the last person out. Bro, I appreciate you telling me
no problem.
Your story. I appreciate you coming out, blessing Music Box Studios.
No problem.
Man, we gonna really try to put the whole Bounce Foundation together with me and a lot of artists. Every time I get with artists, that's what I try to talk about. And just try to, because we own this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like we control the value of it, and so I always try to have y'all out and give and pay homage and let y'all know how much we appreciate y'all keeping the party going.
No problem.
It's not a party city without y'all.
Ooh. No problem.
Appreciate it, brother.
No problem.
Now this episode, okay? This episode 28.
And
episode, what you guys say? You got something to say before we close out?
I'm good. SISSY NOBBY, new album, new single out now. Everything on my platforms. I'm good.
All right. This episode 28, BENJIMANZROOM podcast, Music Box Studio, KP on the engineer. We here, Nobby. You did. We out. Mix it up and down, I want to shake it all around.